Hey everyone, welcome back to Rival Talk for Week 18, the final week of the regular season for the 2022 NFL season. As always, I'm your host, and I'm joined by Marcus. Marcus, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. So,
Yeah.
so obviously we'll just get right to it. This week's episode obviously is coming out a little bit later than usual, although I know last week we did it Friday as well, but it's going to be a little shorter than usual this week. I know we all say all the time that we're really pretty much just going to do basically our picks and just a little bit brief stuff about stuff going on. Obviously, it's been a really, really rather difficult week. Obviously, everything that happened Monday night with Damar Hamlin, that insanely scary situation where he took his perfectly normal football hit and it just happened to create one of the rarest phenomenon from what I've read. He suffered the cardiac arrest there on the field, and thankfully the Bills staff were able to, quickly take care of the situation, CPR, the AED, and from what I heard, they pretty much brought him back to life on the field. And so thankfully, as we've gone on to the week now, today it's Friday, we're recording this. We've been getting updates throughout the week, and today, the best update yet came out that he is awake. He's off the breathing tube. He actually got on a FaceTime call with his team, and I thought it was kind of funny. The first thing he asked when he woke up yesterday was if they won the game. That just goes to show.
That's pretty good. I think that's pretty awesome. If you ask me, that's they're competitors, man.
Yeah,
all day, every day.
Yeah, so just continue praying, hoping that he continues to progress that way, and is able to return to functioning as he was normally beforehand. Right now, it seems to be on that way. So hopefully that continues on that way. So that's great to hear.
Yes.
And obviously the Bengals game was canceled. That really doesn't matter for everything that happened. Thankfully the NFL was able to find a way to work with this. And as far as I understand, it was kind of confusing at first. It took a couple of times reading it, but there's a chance the AFC Championship game could be played at a neutral site if it is between two of the three teams, between the Bengals, Bills, and Chiefs. I think,
yes.
Right? Or I think if the Bills do get the one seed, I think no matter
the what, one seed,
it'll be in Buffalo. But if the Chiefs or the Bengals were to get the one seed, then I believe it would be a neutral site. But if the Bills end up getting
I would guess we're going to find out for sure, like after this Sunday of games.
I mean, pretty much after Marcus, if the Chiefs win, they're going to be locked in as the one seed, I believe, because of the winning percentage.
Yes, that is correct.
So then in that case, if it came down to the Chiefs Bengals or Chiefs Bills, then yes, it would be a neutral site AFC Championship game. But if the Chiefs end up losing the Raiders tomorrow and then the Bills win, they get the one seed, then it won't be neutral, as far as I understand. So
yes, that's what I know of it, but like you said, there's a lot of stuff going around, so who knows?
It took a couple times reading through to really fully understand it.
I don't know that I still do, but whatever.
It's obviously an unprecedented situation. NFL's doing their best with the whole situation, so.
I would agree. I mean, a lot of people were upset right at the beginning. I think they handled it as well as they could possibly have handled
it. Honestly, people should not be upset because, just like I said, how unprecedented it is, honestly, that stuff is secondary to hoping that he continues to pull through.
And like the 5-minute thing, like they initially were saying they had to play in 5 minutes, that's just standard protocol when something like that happens. So it's like if they were just following their standard protocol and then things obviously were worse than standard protocol and it was handled accordingly. I don't think anybody did anything wrong in this situation.
No, definitely major props to both Zach Taylor and Sean McDermott for handling both teams and just the way they handled totally unprecedented. Got to give props to, honestly, to the ESPN studios, the way they handled it.
They did a lot of good stuff after that. So
that was quite a difficult situation that they handled pretty well. So
agreed.
Yeah, so obviously we'll be picking every single game this week. Right now, as it stands, you're at 57. I'm at 51, so you've pulled away a little bit more.
Okay.
Then quick update, the Pooch Picks. Obviously, the Bengals-Bills game was a Pooch Picks game this week, so that just cancels out, obviously, nothing there. They are where they stand, so I believe Dioge and Drake are 10-6, Henry 6-10, and then Jack at 2-1. I don't remember who picked who this week. I don't remember which game it was. I didn't write it down.
I don't either. I forgot.
Oh, well, it is what it is. Obviously, we have the Pooch Picks playoffs coming up starting next week, so we'll get that squared away and figured out. So before we dive into picks, do you want to touch base real quick on, scenarios for the Niners this week? because they can get the number one seed.
They can still get the number one seed, but Jalen Hurts is supposed to play, and the Giants are, in my opinion, or what I'm reading, are going to rest players. The Eagles are going to beat the Giants. Eagles win, they got the number one seed. So I don't think that's happening. I think we're locked into the 2 or 3 seed. If we beat the Cardinals, who are playing like a third-string roster, then we're the 2 seed. If we lose to the Cardinals and Minnesota beats whoever they're playing, which I can't remember, the Bears then
we're starting Nathan Peterman. So
yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So I think we're kind of 97% locked into the 2 seed right now.
Yeah, I'd say so too. So
yeah,
and
let's see. This week has been so weird. I barely remember who we beat last week.
The
Raiders. And now we're playing the Cardinals. So that I have nothing to say about either game really. Just waiting for the playoffs to start for the most part.
Yep, and then just touch base on the Seahawks real quick. Obviously, win, and they have to hope that the Lions then win. The NFL kind of screwy with the schedule here. Usually, teams like this in this situation play at the same time, but the NFL wants Green Bay in the playoffs. I don't believe that the Lions will play any less if we win, and they know that they're out beforehand because Dan Campbell is one heck of a motivator, and this is a guy that came in saying that he wants to bite people's kneecaps off. So, even if they know that they're out, come on, you think they wouldn't relish with the chance to eliminate Green Bay themselves?
They're going to want Green Bay out of the playoffs. No.
Dan Campbell's the kind of guy that's if he's going to go down, he's going to take you with him. So,
I would agree.
Yeah, so. I do think I don't look too much into really it being kind of screwy, although to an extent it kind of is because usually these games are played at the same time, but it is what it is. And obviously Bobby Wagner coming home to Seattle has a chance to stop the Seahawks and stop them from making the playoffs, so I really hope. I will say Russell got what Russell got, but Bobby, if anyone in that stadium boos Bobby, they should be escorted and thrown out of the stadium because Bobby deserves all the praise and
it's not going to be the same as Russell's homecoming.
Definitely not. So, so we'll see what happens, and hopefully the Hawks get the W, and hopefully the Lions go and win them because then we can get the 7th seed, and we can have a fun little matchup set for next week. So,
good. God.
We'll go ahead and get into our picks then for Week 18. So we're doing every single game. Everything is going to be +1 or 0. Except our home games still, so the Niners and Hawks, those will still be +1 or -1. So, Marcus, we'll go ahead and, I think what we did last year, we rotated on us, so you can start us off, go first with the KC and Vegas game.
All right, well, that's easy. I'm going Chiefs. And I did not put any points, so I'm just going to pick winners here. So, Chiefs over Raiders.
All right. I'll just put you down as +1 for every single one, right? Probably.
There you go. Yeah, I actually like that. Do that.
All right. Well, this one's not as easy as I think you would say. I'm actually going to be really spicy here, and I'm taking the Raiders.
What?
I'm taking the Raiders by 1. The Raiders usually play the Chiefs pretty well. They haven't been able to finish against them, but this is in Las Vegas. I think there could be an upset here, so I'm taking the Raiders by 1.
All right. Wow.
All right. Tennessee, Jacksonville. I got the Jags winning this by 3 and winning the division.
Yep. Me too. Jags by 1.
All right, you go ahead. What do you got for Tampa Bay and Atlanta? I don't know if Tampa Bay is sitting anyone in this one.
See, I don't know that they're. This one's really tough on me. I'm going Falcons by 1, and I don't like it one bit, but because I think Tom Brady's still playing, but I just don't know that they're going to care that much. So I'm going Falcons by 1.
Wow, so 3 games and already 2 differences. That bodes well. So Tampa Bay by 4 is what I'm taking.
Damn.
Wow.
God.
All right. All right, next one, New England at Buffalo. I got the Bills this one by 6.
Yeah, Bills by 1.
By 1. All right, Minnesota at Chicago.
Yeah, Vikings over the Petermans by 1.
And then I'll take the Vikings by 3 as well. All right, Baltimore at Cincinnati. So with this, Cincinnati did actually, because of cancellation, they did clinch the AFC North. So this is the other one I forgot to mention. This is the weird situation. If Baltimore wins this, then it's actually they're gonna do a coin flip to see who gets the home game.
For the seed?
No. Cincinnati will be the 3 seed, but Baltimore will be the 6 seed, and they'll be playing each other. But since Baltimore beat them both times during the season, and technically they would have won a division, they're going to do a coin flip. So we're Friday Night Lighting this. They're going to do a coin flip to see who hosts the playoff game then. So,
well, that's weird.
But I don't think it's going to matter because I think Cincinnati's going to win this by 5.
Yeah, Cincinnati by 1.
All right, Houston at Indianapolis. What do you got for this one? This one is really hard for me.
I texted you earlier in the day, and I think this is like the hardest pick I've made all year.
This and the next one. These next two are pretty hard.
I would agree with you, but that's what she said, and I picked the Texans. I don't know if I believe it or not, but I just sorry, Tom, going Texans by 1.
All right. Well, I was just waiting to see what you would say if this one just go the opposite. So I'm rolling with Tom in this one. Let's go, Tom. Let's get fired up. Indianapolis by 1.
God, of course.
All right. Well, I got to take the lead in this one because this one for me is just as hard because injuries and everything. Jets at Dolphins. This one is just as difficult, I feel, because these are two teams with really good defenses and not so good quarterbacks, and you can still coin flip on this one too. So I guess I'll just go ahead and take the Jets by 1.
All right. Well, I had the Dolphins circled, and they're playing for their playoff lives basically. So I'm even with Skylar Thompson. I'm going to go Dolphins by 1.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, those were two pretty hard ones. This one might be a little difficult too, but not as much, I feel like. Carolina at New Orleans.
Okay, so I picked the Saints, and I'm kind of waffling on that right now already.
I can tell you. You want me to tell you who I'm taking with this one then? Does that make a difference?
Go ahead.
I'm taking the Panthers by 1.
Yeah, I had this one circled twice and scratched out. I think I'm going Panthers as well. So if you want to change it, you can. But I'm going Panthers.
Make it spicy.
I can't. The Saints are not going to win this game, I don't think. Although it is in New Orleans, I have to change it. Panthers by 1.
All right. Next one we got Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
Is that you? I'll just say it. I'm going Pittsburgh for sure. I'm not changing it no matter what. So.
And I'm taking Pittsburgh as well by 3. Mike Tomlin will continue to not have a losing record.
Which will be crazy after they were like 3 games under. So
honestly, Kenny Pickett apparently has this amazing clutch gene. So
he's not doing too bad. He's looking pretty decent.
All right, Giants at Eagles. I got the Eagles by 5.
Yep, Eagles by 1.
Dallas at Washington.
Oh wow, you're gonna be surprised. Cowboys by 1.
Wait, we can get eliminated?
Huh?
Did you hear about that with Ron Rivera after the game?
No, what?
He didn't know that they could get eliminated last week.
Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah, in the interview, he was like asked about if what happens the rest of that day with the Packers and Vikings game, if that was going to determine like who played quarterback next week, and then he was really confused, and he asked, he was
like,
thought
they still had a chance this week, no matter what.
He said, "Wait, we can get eliminated."
Oh no! Yeah. Well, what a great run organization. Cowboys by 1.
Yeah. Cowboys by 7 is what I'm taking there.
All right.
We got our spicy matchup this week. Chargers at Broncos.
Is it really that spicy?
Not really, no.
I don't know whose turn it is. I don't even care. I'm going Chargers by 1.
Yep, Chargers by 1 as well for me. Hopefully Seattle locks in that 3 or 4 pick, possibly even 2.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we got our next 2 games are the home game, so let's go to the very last game then. How about that?
No. We're sticking with our last. We're sticking with the 2 here. We got to save the best for last.
All right, fine.
So,
fair enough.
Cardinals at Niners.
49ers by 1.
And I'm taking the 49ers by 10.
Ooh.
You're playing a C-team squad. I mean, come on.
I know.
All right, Rams at Seahawks. What do you got here?
Well, Seahawks by 1.
All right. And then I got Seahawks by 3. Be a miracle, though. I can't remember the last time they swept the Rams in the season. So, but hey.
Well, I feel like we're going to have one more difference on this last game as well.
All right. Well, yeah, Detroit at Green Bay. So it'll all come down to this for the Seahawks. I feel like if the Seahawks do win, what do you say?
I'm picking the referees over the Lions by 1. I mean Packers.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
I know it's going to go. That's who they want in the playoffs.
No, it is. But yeah, unfortunately, as much as I would love for the Seahawks to get that round 3 with the 49ers as a 7 versus 2, because I'll say right now, if that happens, I'm picking the Seahawks. But
good.
Unfortunately, yeah, as we all know, the NFL wants the Packers in the playoffs, so Green Bay by 10.
All right. Wow.
All right, so we got 1, 2.
There's like 5 or 6 differences.
3, 4. We got 5. No, 4. We got 4. 4 differences.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, 4.
Right.
So, wow. So, the best I can be is down by 2 this week. Wow. Big
Playoffs that's fine. You'll get all those 4 points back, and then you'll be down.
That's true. We do have the playoff scoring coming up. So.
Yeah, and then the playoffs is where you whoop on me.
Well, if I can be within, like, I'd say 2, if I can be within 3 or 4, I think with the playoff scoring coming up, I can have a chance. So, which we'll talk about the playoffs.
You'll probably change the playoff scoring again just to make it more, worth your while here.
We'll talk about the playoff scoring next week. So.
Oh, can't wait.
Yep. So, all right. Well, kind of hard to believe we're already here, end of the season. And yeah,
it is actually.
Got the playoffs coming up soon, so we'll see what happens. A lot still to be determined as far as seeding, and got that one or 2 playoff spots still available there. So yeah, hopefully the Seahawks can find a way to sneak in. Either way, I'm fine, because either way for the Seahawks, this has been actually the season's gone. The season's gone exactly how I said it was going to go for the Seahawks. Honestly, at the beginning of the year, I said 8 or 9 wins and they'll push for a playoff spot. Well, here we are.
Yeah. So isn't it weird how we're at the exact dead end of the season and the Mariners are dead last in free agent spending in Major League Baseball?
That was an interesting transition.
Just thought of it. $1.2 million on Trevor Gott. That's it.
Well, there's been talks that sounds like we may be signing Teoscar to an extension. So I don't.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, I'm fine with all that for sure. But I still wish you would have added a few more non-trade things.
You've seen in the chat. I'm not of the go all out on free agency. It would be nice, but all I'm cared about is we've filled the holes that we had. Most of the holes that we had, like getting Wong. You split Wong and Dillon with their splits. That's fine there at second base. That's going to be better than what we got with Frazier last year. And then Teoscar, he's basically a healthy Mitch Haniger. I'd say he's
he's better than Mitch.
Yeah, he's a notch ahead of Mitch, I'd say, and he's healthy. So.
Correct.
So,
it would be nice to add a more of a DH, somebody, because our DH spot was the bane of our existence last year, and we lost Santana.
Well, hey, don't disrespect Santana like that. He was clutch.
No, that's what I mean. And then we lost Santana. And when we added him, it got better, and then we lost him, and now we haven't really done much to solidify that. And it's going to be like the Tom Murphy show, and I don't know, just rotating some random dudes. It could be another not good DH year at this point. I wouldn't mind adding like a Nelson Cruz.
I was just about to say, actually, we could bring Nelly home for another year.
I would love that. I think as a part-time player, he could probably still produce pretty decently.
And don't put slander on Tom Murphy though. He was hitting the ball before he got injured last year, so that could be.
I know, but he was hitting the ball 2 years ago too, and then he sucked the year after.
So that's actually that's something we could do. We could alternate between Murphy and Raleigh there. So
yeah, no, I definitely like the catcher tandem for sure. There's no doubt about it. I just don't really want. I would like Raleigh to DH a little more often, but I don't know that I want Tom Murphy DHing. That's all.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
yeah,
but we'll see. We're fine. So.
We digress a little.
Yeah, we definitely digress. So, but yeah, so there's our picks. There's everything heading into this final week. So yeah, hopefully the Hawks can pull it off, and hopefully the Lions can overcome the the Packers on Sunday night. Hopefully Dan Campbell can chew off some kneecaps on his way down and take the Packers down with him. So.
I know I said the Packers are going to win, but if we got to play the Seahawks, it couldn't be any more spicy of a round one matchup.
Oh man,
that's for sure.
That's going to be such a great rival talk next week if that happens.
I might be too nervous to even talk, so I don't know about that, how good it will actually be. But
I wouldn't be nervous at all because we have nothing to lose because we get in as a young
that's
team.
The thing. Yes, you'd be free and clear. I will be the one with everything to lose, and. You can't beating a team 3 times in a year is damn near impossible, as we saw with the Rams last year. So, yeah. All right.
Well, yeah, here we are. Here we go. Week 18, we'll buckle up for it. So, yeah. And yeah, so hopefully, again, back to the situation here. I'm gonna actually, for the 20 people that watched the video, feel free to share it. But I'm gonna link Damar Hamlin's. GoFundMe charity, which has raised, I think,
nice. Yeah.
Last I heard, I think it's up to $8 million. Last time I heard, so it's been really good.
Holy crap!
Yeah, from $2,500.
He wanted $2,500.
Yeah, and he's got over $8 million, I think. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'll link that in the video description, so feel free to go check that out and send a little donation that way. Don't be cheap like the Commanders. Well, I mean, technically they weren't cheap.
Was it some furniture store donated more than
I've
that?
seen most NFL franchises have been donating at least $10,000, and then there's the Commanders that donated $5,000. Well, $5,000, but I mean, a donation's a donation, but still, when every other NFL franchise has donated at least $10,000, and then you had a carpet store donate more than that, it's a little like, come on, like and plus when they're valued at,
Are we surprised? Are we surprised?
Not really. It's the Commanders.
No.
So
yeah.
Wait, we can be eliminated?
Oh, God, I didn't know that. That's crazy to hear. I thought Ron Rivera was kind of on top of it, but he's getting cursed by the Washington franchise as well.
Yeah, so I would get out if I were him. So
yeah, for sure.
But so go ahead and check out the GoFundMe there. Feel free to donate if you want, and hopefully we'll continue to hear positive updates from him. It sounds like he's on the right track, but you never know with these things. So we'll just continue hoping and praying that he continues to progress and return to normal. So,
for sure.
All right. Well, that's all we got for this week. Then we'll see what happens. We'll see if we have the spiciest Rival Talk episode ever next week or not. And enjoy your games this week, Marcus. And
I will. One more week of less anxiety-filled games, and then we're back to. Or at least one of us is back to hating their life for 3 hours.
At least one, because even if we get in, I won't be too anxiety. So
yeah, you're right. You're playing with house money.
Yep. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. Again, check out Damar Hamlin's GoFundMe account there. And Seahawks Nation, let's fly.